Looking for trusted vehicle protection? American Guardian Warranty Services has you covered. Since 1998, we've delivered top-tier coverage, award-winning support, and industry-leading training to keep your business moving forward. Every way forward.
Hey, it's Jake Neer, Daily Drive executive producer. On today's bonus episode of the show, we'll hear extended clips from reporter Michael Martinez's conversations with the children of Ford Executive Chair Bill Ford. We brought you highlights from all of those interviews on Wednesday's show. If you haven't heard that, go back and check that out. In a bit, we'll hear more from Alexandra Ford English about her father's leadership over the years. But first, Mike asked all of the Ford siblings he interviewed to give an example of a time they felt especially proud of their dad. In this answer, Will Ford talks about his father's actions and leadership during the 2023 UAW strike.
That was a really interesting moment because I think for other leaders in the industry, other leaders of companies like Ford and other industries, I think when something like that happens, there's probably more of an antagonistic relationship, between the company and the union. And as my dad has been always had a really strong relationship with the UAW. And so when that strike happened, I think most executives probably would be very, very angry, and also, certainly very nervous about the future of their business. And I think that no doubt that was a scary time for the future of the business. But what really struck me, I was at home a lot with him during that period, and it really was wearing on him on a personal level. I think his relationship that he's built with the UAW and not just a surface level, working relationship, but really real relationships with the leadership on down through the employees of our company. He has real relationships with those people, and it really is one of the things that makes him most proud of his entire career. And so when the strike happened, and seeing the way that it was impacting him on a personal level, it was really, really hard to see. But it also made me realize that he's fundamentally motivated by different things that I think most other leaders of industry in his position are. He's motivated on an interpersonal level, and has real connections, with the people in our company from top all the way to bottom. And so it was a tough time. It was a complicated time, but it really made me extremely proud of him as a dad and as a leader of our company, that he was concerned about the people involved, not about what it meant for our business as the number one concern.
Coming up, we'll hear from Alexandra Ford English about why she says her father brought heart and humanity to the industry. That's next on this bonus episode of Daily Drive.
When it comes to vehicle protection, American Guardian Warranty Services has you covered. Since 1998, AGWS has been a trusted leader in F&I solutions, offering top-tier protection plans for autos, RVs, power sports, marine, and more, all backed by A-rated insurance carriers for reliable coverage you can count on. But we don't just offer protection, we deliver results. With award-winning marketing materials, expert dealer training through AGWS University, and exceptional customer service, we are committed to helping your business grow while keeping your customers protected. Join thousands of satisfied dealers and agents who trust AGWS for comprehensive coverage and unmatched support. Visit agws.com or call 800-579-2233 today to keep your business moving forward. Every way forward.
Welcome back. We're listening to some extended clips of Michael Martinez's interviews with Bill Ford's children about their father's life and career. In this clip, Alexandra Ford English talks about her dad's approach to leadership and why she says it goes beyond the bottom line.
My dad has always believed that Ford should be a company with a soul, not just a business that builds vehicles. but one that really makes a difference in the world. And so he's worked hard to strengthen the company's values. So he launched the Ford Volunteer Corps, which he's really proud of, to responding to global crises like we discussed, the Turkey earthquakes, COVID, prioritizing sustainability long before it was a buzzword, initiatives like the Rouge redevelopment, the sustainability report, all of that reflects the vision. But beyond that, he's always seen the bigger picture. And he's never been afraid to place bold bets, whether it was investing in hybrids early on or exploring mobility solutions before much of the industry was thinking that way. He's consistently tried to nudge the entire industry forward, not just follow where it's headed. So when I zoom out, I see someone who brought heart and humanity to a century-old industry and who has challenged it to keep evolving for the better. I could give you a lot of answers about the specific business initiatives and the vehicles, but I think that's all the what and not the how. And when I see my dad in time over, 120-year history that we've had, it's really for him been about, of course, the what, because we have to have a viable, strong business to have another 120 years. And he's very motivated by that fact. But it's the how, it's the people, it's the values of the company. It's making the automotive industry a place where people can be proud to work. For him, it's always about the people. And we talked about that a little bit, but what I think people don't understand is the smallest interaction is the fuel that keeps him going. So someone will walk up to him at a coffee shop and tell him some Ford story they have, or when he visits plants, he loves hearing all of those stories. He gets an email about a customer whose vehicle saved someone they love, and he ruminates on those stories. One would think he's heard so many of them that maybe he's become jaded or a bit immune to them. But the fact is, they're what keep him going. They're why he still does this. He never needed to do this, and he still doesn't need to do it now. He has a lot of other options. But for him, it's just person by person trying to make this world a better place. And I think when he looks back at his legacy, I am guessing it will be a compilation of all of those stories. Very small, very personal, seemingly mundane stories that make him feel it was a career worth having.
That's all for this bonus episode of Daily Drive. Come back on Monday for a brand new full episode of the show.